What is going on, online fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Training podcast. This is the #1 show for online fitness coaches who are trying to grow a successful online business. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about this idea that there's a big difference between getting inspired and copying the fuck out of somebody. And I'm here with my boy, the one and only, the Wolf to Silva. What's up, Cole?
What's up, fam? I'm excited to talk about this subject today. I like the way that how you worded that too. Talking about that idea of that there's a difference between taking inspiration and copying the fuck out of somebody, because it's like a very light way to ease into this subject to a certain degree.
Dude, let's be completely honest, right? Let's be completely honest. We have the fucking internet. Right? And on the internet, there's a lot of things that have already been done before. So pretty much a lot of the things that you guys want to do, or a lot of the posts that you guys want to write, and everything's been talked about before. Everybody's talked about macros and carbs and protein and all that shit, right? So all of it's been talked about. And so for me personally, I know that when I was an online fitness coach, I would look up to certain people and I would search certain people and watch them on YouTube, and I would get inspiration from certain people. But I think that there's a lot of humans that are taking getting inspiration and copying the fuck out of people and not giving them credit. And it pisses me off. It does. It upsets me.
It's honestly super funny, because it's we're slowly going to get into this, guys, and it's going to get a lot more intense within the next couple minutes here. But this is something we see on a continuous basis. And again, me and Brian both used to be online fitness coaches, and there's multiple different times where we would go and get inspiration from other people's posts. And there might be a similar message or a similar way that we deliver the actual post, but there is a thick black fucking line in between inspiration and fucking plagiarism and copying somebody like crazy. And a lot of you motherfuckers don't understand what it is.
Dude, and
right? A lot of you guys don't get it.
It upsets me. This podcast, we're going to be talking a lot of shit, because I'm a big believer in character, core values. I'm a big believer that you should, act in alignment with core values. I think it's super important. And so it actually doesn't make sense to me that we're having this conversation, because why in the fuck do some people think that it's okay to go to another person's social media profile or whatever and copy their posts or copy their language or copy their audio, whatever the fuck? Because why do people think that's okay? I literally don't. It doesn't compute with me, because I would never fucking do that. So this is how I view it, right? So I don't know about you guys, but I value my creative energy, right? Yeah. I value my creative energy. And when I say I value my creative energy, it's it takes me time, energy, and effort in order for me to create my posts, for me to come up with the ideas for my posts. And it takes me a lot of mental energy and effort. And so for me to do that, and then somebody to come to my page and copy my shit and try to get clout for my shit, it upsets me.
I feel it upsets us because we understand the difference between inspiration and plagiarism, and a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people don't get that there's deep-rooted feelings in a lot of things. I have no joke, guys, we used to have a client like this. She was actually a trainer on our team. We've seen people go to her post. She was actually a mother of two. She wrote deep-rooted posts about her family, about the feelings she had as a mother, about the struggle she went through. And there's people who literally, another mom on the internet with a kid, took her posts and just posted them verbatim, 9 or 10 in a row. And one of the reasons why me and B kind of want to talk about this subject today, and it also kind of makes us a little sick to our stomach, why we don't understand why we should be having this conversation right now, is because a lot of it is common sense for us. But I feel like we're going to have this conversation with you guys, because maybe there's one of you guys listening to this right now that it's not so fucking common sense to. All right, maybe you guys are doing this, thinking about it. Maybe you've had this thought or had this done to you, and we want to bring it up because, to us, it's common sense. You're not supposed to be copying somebody else's shit. B, put your hand up if you were told in high school, don't fucking copy off the internet because it's plagiarism. Yo, hey, Cole, what was that? Wiki? What is it? Wikipedia. Cole, stay the fuck off Wikipedia. All your teachers told you that shit. Don't be copying off Wikipedia because we'll figure out if you're plagiarizing. It's very fucking black and white here.
And so it's super black and white. And it's like, okay, so the fact that we need to have this conversation pisses me off. But the reason that we're having this conversation is because it happens all the fucking time.
All the time.
Unfortunately. And I'm going to be super direct here and let you know that if you're in the 10K Academy and I catch you copying the fuck out of somebody, not only will I remove you from the Academy, but I'm going to chop your head off. I'm going to put it on a pike in front of the entire Academy and be like, look at this post that was copied, because we've drawn so many lines at this point. Like, we've had the conversation and been like, don't do this. Don't do this. And we've given so many warnings that it's like, it's now no longer acceptable. And so today, well, actually it was yesterday, somebody sent me like a link of a profile on Instagram.
So savage, bro.
So like somebody, okay, actually no, we're gonna go back a week. Let's go back a week. So a week ago, we're getting heated, okay? A week ago, I'm scrolling through Instagram and there's somebody that's like liking all my photos. And I like whenever somebody's like interacting with my Instagram, I like go to their page. So they're liking my photos, and I like go to their page, and their bio is literally identical to mine. Identical. It's like, I help all my coaches get to 10K a month, like you next, and then like DM me 10K for more. Same fucking emojis and everything.
Every fucking picture, every fucking ad, like everything was identical.
So annoying. So I screenshot this ad, or I screenshot this profile, and I posted on my story, and I'm like, and I tagged the person. I was like, this is super suspect. This looks very similar to my bio, because it's like I understand that like because right now as an online coach, like I'm one of the business coaches that's at the top of the game. So I get that you'd come to the page to like get inspired, and like I've done that too. But there's a big difference between being inspired and I'm gonna copy the fuck out of you.
And now it's time to get a little savage for a minute. All right, I'm going to call you guys some names. So if you do this, get ready to get your feelings hurt. You look like a fucking loser when you do that shit. All right, let's keep it real right now. There's a big difference between inspiration and copying. Because if you literally just copy all the same shit, exactly verbatim, pictures, breakdowns, poses, etc., it looks like you don't know who the fuck you are.
Word.
All right, you need to look internally for a minute. You need to figure out why you're in this game, who the fuck you are, and who you're trying to be, because it looks bad as shit. All right, it does not look good. It's not painting a good look for you, because homie guys, when we say everything. We're getting hit with that guy's ads now for business coaching, and they are our fucking ads.
The mother.
What? Don't get me wrong. I get it. I
got hit with an ad that was that from this person. And it was the same fucking ad that I have out. So I'm like, not only did he copy my fucking bio, but this guy also looked at my ad strategy and started copying all of my ads. And I was like, bro, like,
we get it, right? We get it to a point. If you see somebody killing it, follow that path. All right, follow the path. Like you guys see like a Gary Vee, right? All right, B wants to be the new Gary Vee. So he sees the work ethic Gary puts in and he fucking mimics it and pushes past it as much as he possibly can. There's fucking inspiration there. But there's a very big difference here, and that's where the line needs to be drawn, and a lot of people need to start understanding this shit, because again, it makes you look fucking bad. Mm-hmm. When you cross that line into copying the fuck out of somebody or plagiarizing somebody in any way possible, that's where that fucking... you start to look like, again, a nobody, like a person who doesn't know who they are personally.
And okay, so I think that this conversation is probably pissing people off. It's good. I like it.
Good. If you're pissed off right now, look in the fucking mirror. Pay attention.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's good. I like it. I think that a lot of people assume that once you get to the top, like people start copying you, right? That's like the assumption.
Oh yeah, it happens like no matter what.
And we're not going to name names because that's not what the purpose of this podcast is. That's not always the case, because somebody that was on top actually copied Cole. You want to talk about that, bro?
Yeah, it's so funny. So we're not going to name any names. But yesterday, so as you guys know, recently my TikTok has been popping off. I've been getting a lot of messages, not only from our clients, but a lot of the people that follow on Brian's podcast, mine, etc. And I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Thank you. It's awesome. Well, I've also been getting a lot of people using my sounds. Now, TikTok is a different animal. A lot of people mimic and copy on TikTok.
Copy the fuck out of each other.
No joke, guys. Like now there's like a culture building on TikTok that if you aren't giving credit, people are getting like violent, like aggressively attacking other accounts because of this. I never really give a shit. I didn't really care. I'm like, you know what? If you copy me, it doesn't care. If you use the audio, it doesn't matter. If you use the same theme, I don't really give a shit. It's all good. My mentality recently has just been, if you use my audio, fucking like tag me or something, not for credit, but I want to hype you up. I just blew up like literally 2 weeks ago. I know what it feels like. I want to hype you up. I want to fucking support you. So, again, I'm not going to name names, even though I really fucking want to right now. I get a message, right, from fucking somebody that used to be our client. And they're like, yo, is this your fucking voice? And I open up the Instagram story, and it's fucking a bodybuilder with 1.9 million followers on Instagram that I used to watch as a kid when I was working out and shit like that, because he used to train with CT Fletcher. I'm going to say that name because he's my inspiration, etc. So fucking used to train with him. And then I'm like, yo, that's fucking lit. So I sent him a super nice DM. I'm all amped up. I don't expect him to see it because I'm a nobody on Instagram compared to him, etc. Right? And I'm like, well, that's a TikTok share. So I'm going to go to TikTok. I go to TikTok to go hype him up. And I'm like, why can't I find him? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I'm like, looking. I'm like, what is happening right now? So I type in their name. And when somebody blocks you guys, their account won't show up. The name will show up tagged in other people's accounts. So I went to somebody else's, clicked the name, and I find out that homie with 1.9 million followers on Instagram took my sound, downloaded it, put it on his fucking video to mimic, to like basically fake his own voice, and then blocked me. And I was like, what the fuck? So then obviously all of our clients go take me in this fucking thing and everything like that is hilarious. But it was like that, it just goes to show you that it's not just when you guys get to the top. No matter what, you got to look out for these little rats. These little fucking snakes in the grass who are going to try to comment or fucking copy your shit on a daily basis and see progress off of it.
Dude, and like...
it blew my fucking mind. I was so amped up.
It actually did blow my mind when it fucking happened. I'm not gonna lie, because like I think a lot of people assume that when you like you're at the top, and like we'll say quote unquote the top as in like you got like hundreds of thousands of followers or a million followers. You made it. Like you're there. Like you're well respected. Like people assume that those people would never do something like that. So to have something like that happen was just like, what the fuck?
Little fucking snake in the grass, bro.
That's the shit that we tell our clients that are new in our program, like 4 weeks into our program, not to do. So to get that from like somebody at a high level.
Clients in our program, bro. Kids in fucking grade 7 are told that shit and fucking on their class. Hey, don't go to Wikipedia and plagiarize because it won't give you a good look. All right, we teach 3-year-olds that shit. 3-year-olds that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Don't copy off your partner. Yeah, you got to write your own work.
It is fucking, it is astounding. It is astounding. So like, I'm gonna like come at this from another angle because yes, somebody did copy the fuck out of Cole. Yeah. So, by the way, another thing that I just found out this morning is that somebody made a fake profile, BE Mark Fit, and is he's screen recording my fucking stories.
And he's trying to sell people.
And he's posting them on his stories. And he's trying to sell them on his fucking stories. Like, it's just like, it's absolutely like ridiculous. Blows my fucking mind. But so like people do this shit all the time. And I don't understand. Like if you're a human being that's listening to this podcast right now and you are plagiarizing somebody else, like you need to fucking give your head a shake because you're in the wrong industry if you can't speak for yourself.
Yep. And yo, if you're listening to this right now, I'm going to spell it out for you. All right. I actually did a training on this in our academy and broke everything down because I want to make sure everybody understands this a while ago. And I have the notes in front of me and I'm going to break down the fucking definitions for you to make sure that you guys understand for a second. Number one, the definition of plagiarism is the practice of taking somebody else's work or ideas and passing them off as your own. All right. That doesn't mean like if you guys are taking inspiration and saying this person inspired me or this is why I did this video or this is why I said this, that's not plagiarism. Plagiarism was when you take someone else's ideas or work. Make sure you guys understand that for a minute. An inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to feel or do something, especially to do something creative. All right, I want to break that down. We did a training on that and I really wanted to internalize that with people because a lot of people get those things mixed up. All right, they think like, well, if I take inspiration off of Brian, like he's doing this, or if I take something inspiration off of Cole, like my TikToks, a lot of you guys are making the same type of style now. That's not plagiarism. That's you guys taking inspiration and you're putting your own spin on it. You guys are doing something creative with your own flow. All right. And a lot of you guys are being like, I'm doing it because of this person or because of this person. You're giving that credit to a certain degree. All right. You understand that shit. Plagiarism is when you start to get that snake in the grass type shit. That BE Mark Fit fucking page who's not only literally trying to be Brian, but is screen recording testimonial videos of his page and DMing people trying to sell people to take their money. That's fucked, guys.
So it fucking pisses me off. I don't know how to.
It's ridiculous, man.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what are you doing? Like, I want to know. I want to fucking know who's on the other end. Who's behind the fucking phone? I want to see what you look like.
Yeah, I know.
I want to fucking see you. All right. I want to see you.
Sheep. Yeah, that's who's behind the phone, bro. It's little Bo Peep.
It bothers the shit out of me. So, like, guys, we're doing this podcast because we wanted to be transparent. And like, running a business is fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of like really positive things about running a business, and we get to impact people's lives and change people's lives. But also, like, guys, sometimes as business owners, like, shit fucking gets to you. And like, me and Cole are super positive, and we're very try to stay positive at all times, and like, positivity is the key, blah, blah. But like, sometimes as business owners, shit really pisses us off. And one of the things that really pisses me off is when somebody comes to my page and tries to copy my shit and pass it off as their own. And it's like, and for Cole to get screen recorded and blocked so funny, by a fucking influencer that has 1.7 million followers. Dude, this is the funny thing about this.
I've watched, no joke, and I have them. Like, if I go to my YouTube and I scroll down, all right, I've watched over 30 videos from Homie, like, as my inspiration, with him working out with somebody else that I'm really inspired by. And see that? It was like, I didn't know whether to be super happy or like disappointed. I was like, yo, I've got very mixed feelings right now. I feel like I just got broken up with. I'm like, what is happening?
It's
I was like, what is going on? What did I do? Tell me what I did wrong, bro.
Somebody sent a message to Gary Vee and tell him to start copying my videos.
So fucking funny, dude.
And then block me. Block me afterwards.
Oh my God.
But I think that it's funny because if you're our client, we'll tell you who it is afterwards. We just don't want to talk shit on the podcast. There's no point in talking shit. What I was going to say is, I think what's funny is that I don't think that person that blocked you was expecting TikTok to be as like viral as it is. And I also don't think that the person that blocked you expected you to have like as loyal of a following as you do.
It's so like, fucking funny.
Go to the video and it's like 70 comments from our clients that are like, Cole Da Silva audio, Cole Da Silva audio, Cole Da Silva audio. Fuck, dude. So
100%. It's a thing that everybody needs to pay attention to as well. And that's like another lesson that we kind of want to speak about on this podcast. Because again, like, we wanted to break this down because obviously as business owners, we try to be super positive. I've embraced like I'm a nobody / that's like my mindset for a long time now. Like, when things come up, I try not to let anything bother me. But yo, like, when this shit happens, it rubs me and be the wrong way because we work very fucking hard. We work very hard to get to where we are, and we work very hard to help our fucking clients. The reason why we want to air it out is, number one, we also like to have fun and talk some shit sometimes, especially when we get angry. And number two, there's a fucking lesson in it, guys. Like, with these people, don't get me wrong, I really doubt there's going to be any, like, quote unquote repercussions. Like, let's be real, nothing can really happen from it other than a block here or a block there and whatever. Hashtag I'm already blocked. I made it, mom. But like, if you're listening to this, like, realize that, again, it comes back to what I said at the beginning. It's going to make you look bad.
Yeah.
Again, Homie probably didn't know that I have 791 clients. Right? And every fucking comment on Homie's post now is Cole Da Silva audio, Cole Da Silva audio. What the fuck are you doing? This doesn't even sound like you. Like, and it just goes to show you're going to get caught. And a lot of people get caught very fucking quickly.
Yeah.
Very fucking quickly. And it makes you look dumb. Because then it's not just about, again, like the copying. It's like, yo, side note. All you people who keep copying on fucking Instagram, there's an app called Repost, where you could just repost people's content straight to your shit, and then you could just give them credit, and you don't have to fucking write any of your own stuff anyways.
But everybody wants to pretend that they're fucking smart.
That's the thing, dude. Like, you guys go through all this shit to copy when you could just give credit and fucking posting your content.
I'm just gonna say it. So like, Kirsten had somebody write a post about her It was like Kirsten wrote a post about how she was so anxious and sad and nervous. And
I
like,
remember that one too.
yeah, and wrote a post about how she was feeling like so upset and so sick to her stomach because of XYZ. Somebody literally copied word for word Kirsten's emotional post about how she was feeling anxious and sad and like lonely and posted it as their own. And it's like, you're literally impersonating somebody else's emotions.
Yeah.
What in the fuck? Like, how is that normal? Like, you can't do that. It's like, actually, Kirsten wrote about her daughter in the post too. So it's like, now you're taking her words about her daughter and passing them off it's just fucked up
Weird,
shit.
man. It's weird. But that was the story I told you guys at the beginning. Do you remember that, B? I don't want to say names right now because I don't want to say anything, but it was the trainer that worked for our team.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah, and there was like fucking 5 posts written about their daughters and like how they were going through life and struggling as an entrepreneur with a fucking being a mom and dealing with the husband, like deep-rooted shit. And people just, take that. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll just fucking plug and play this right here. And it's just fucking weird shit, guys. And obviously, me and Brian are just kind of like rambling. We're talking about certain subjects and the mindset behind it, etc. And we don't understand it because we don't get that mentality.
Yeah, it's just like, no. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I have like taken mad inspiration from people when I first got my journey started. And so I'm not like, oh, you guys are bad if you're doing it. And in fact, like I will listen to like a motivational clip and then something will hit me or somebody will say something and I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I want to do a podcast. But I'm like never like, I might take like the general idea and then make a podcast, but I'm never like word for word, like exactly what they're saying. And so that's why it's like, it's okay to get inspired by other people because other people, it's already been done before. There's likely somebody else that has already been there, but like there's a difference between copying and being inspired.
100%. Yo, so I'm going to, again, fully transparent here. Like, let's be transparent. I want every single person who's listening to this podcast to open up their TikToks and look at Say Less Lifestyles. You want to see where I got my TikTok inspiration from? Go to that page. I showed Brian this. All right. They actually utilize the same audio plus a couple different ones that I'm using right now. They inspired me to use my own voice because there's a guy on that page that posted a video that hit me so hard that I watched it 40 times in a fucking row. And I'm like, I need to be producing content like this. So I put my own spin on it, found a way to add my own captions. I utilize the same song because I like how the song complements my voice. And then I use my voice to deliver my fucking message. But if you guys go to that page, like all their content is like from stars and different things like that. I love it. It's one of my favorite pages ever. I fucking look at it every single day. It inspires me to produce my content to inspire other people. But I'm not literally fucking saying that that's my content. All right. And then one dude that I did use his audio and it was like the one that I shared like crazy. I actually DM'd him because I want to do a podcast with the homie because he inspired me to do what I fucking want to do. And I want to connect with him. There's a very big fucking, it's a thick ass fucking road. All right. If you cross it, you're fucking up. Okay.
It's not a very thin line. It's a thick ass fucking.
It's like
that's
a
the
border,
coldest silver cord of the day.
It's a border with a fucking wall on it. All right. And you're going over the wall right now. Okay.
Guys, that's it. That's all. We just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that there's a big fucking difference. And so if you're a client, let this be a reminder that we don't copy anybody. Right. And honestly, our clients have been pretty good. Like I know that like a couple months ago, we had some instances in the academy where there was some copying and we dealt with it accordingly. And just, I don't feel like it's happened since. So I feel like our clients are really good, but just a reminder that like this kind of shit does happen, you guys. So if it happened to you, like it does happen to like me, it happens to Cole, it happens to everybody. Just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Don't do it. Don't do it.
100%, man.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Change Lives, Make Money on the Trainer podcast. Cole, where do they find your TikTok and your Instagram?
Instagram and TikTok is Cole Lewis Silva, ColeLuisDasilva. The podcast, the Wake Up with the Wolf podcast.
Cool. Peace and love, guys. Have the best day of your entire life. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.